Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Living Shadow Tarot. How bees ya? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing swell out there. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Aquarius, this is gonna be your reading. Your reading. So, I do have to say a couple things out here to everybody. So when I'm talking about these readings, when I'm doing these readings, this is for the energy. You may have Aquarius placements in your chart. If you have Aquarius placements in your chart, this could apply to wherever that energy is applied for you in your own personal life. I'm doing the reading here for Aquarius today, so it does not necessarily, or Aquarius energy, it does not necessarily, it does not have to do with me particular as a person. So for those people who like to, there's some people who I found out will watch the video and think I'm talking either to myself or about myself, and I'm a part of the collective, so there may be some things in my own personal life that's in there, but it's supposed to be for everybody. So like, if it doesn't apply to your particular situation, take what part applies to you and keep it moving. Like, don't try to fit it. If it doesn't fit, don't try and make it fit, or don't try and like talk shit about me because it's not, that part didn't fit for you, and that part may not have been for you. So we're gonna get this going here, find out what's happening, find out what's going on, find out what needs to happen next. So, Aquarius. Oh, yes. That's a Chariot. So you came out real heavy in Cancer's reading, and if you don't know, the Chariot is a Cancer card. So you came out as a star right in Aquarius. Aquarius, you came out as the star right in Cancer's reading, and Cancer, you're coming Cancer energy is coming up in this Aquarius reading too. So I don't know how closely y'all have been intermingling, but that is if you've been dealing with a Cancer, or how much you've been in Cancer energy or whatever, but that's it's popping up here. Okay, so then we have the Strength card and the World. That's also Leo energy. If we see the World here, there is Aquarius, Scorpio, that's this eagle up here, Leo, and Taurus. So it's I see the Chariot, the Strength card in the World, which is basically telling me for Aquarius here. Ooh, and we got some other things happening. Okay, so you need the strength to leave some things. It's okay, so this is driving around and putting strength in the world. This is I don't know, you are an air sign, Aquarius. Maybe it's, we're talking about Age of Aquarius popping up here. I feel like this is you being not necessarily what do I do, but how do I get the strength to do what I need to do. The Sun, yeah, we have the Sun here, the Ace of Swords. You know who you are, and I feel like you do know who you are. I feel like you really are very strongly rooted in that. Fixed signs usually pretty are in knowing who they are. It's not a mutable sign will be it's a little bit they can kind of woo a little bit, but I feel like you kind of need to be led somewhere a little bit. 8 of Pentacles. The Truth is the Work, Page of Cups, and the 2 of Pentacles. Maybe you feel like you're not getting enough recognition at work. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to get some more recognition at work with this 8 of Pentacles and this Page of Cups. You want someone to say something to you, or you want someone to say something to you, or you want someone to acknowledge your efforts here. This is giving me a real you want someone to acknowledge your efforts. This is giving me that you want you kind of maybe won't even want an apology too for the work you put in. It's like you put in work, and it's like where is the who's seeing it? Who cares? Like with this Two of Pentacles, it's like a waffling back and forth. Like, should I not? Is this worth anything? You could be dealing with the Cancer as well, because I said that so deep. I feel like maybe it's like you may be dealing with the Cancer. Like the Cancer reading I had, the Cancer had to purge. So, and I feel like you're looking like what is going on here, but that's if that's the case, then it's like you're trying to figure out what's going on. It's because there's so many different energies going around, or there's so many different like feelings and stuff. And I feel like you like the way it's feeling. Yes, it's stress, like stress in the air. Like you're feeling the air, like you're feeling what people's thoughts, and like Cancer's feeling like people's emotions. So it's like y'all are like two different planes, but y'all both feeling a whole bunch of shit. That's kind of like it's like that. I don't want this to be like a joint reading or anything like that, but it felt like heavy when I got the Chariot card. So, but like Aquarius, you're like you know who you are. You're truthful. You're speaking the truth. I feel like you want to speak. I feel like you're speaking the truth. You're trying to work on like providing the truth or like expressing the truth, but you don't get like the recognition. Yeah, we have Four of Wands here. I feel like you want the happiness. You want like the sanctuary. Like, yeah, with the Libra Justice here and the Ace of Wands. So I feel like you want the balance. Like you want the balance, you want the harmony, you want the bliss. Like you don't want to have all this confusion in the air. You don't want to have all this bullshit in the air. You want to have this bliss, and you're like waiting for the download of like how to get it or how to like balance it out. I don't even want to say waiting though. But with Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands, it's like you're gifted with the truth, and you're also gifted like you gotta like I feel like you're trying to figure out how to like give that gift to other people though. Like, what way does this work best? Queen of Wands. So got this Queen of Wands energy here, which is like I feel just like how you stand strong up in it. It like Eight of Wands, excuse me, Nine of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so that's what it is. So the fire is kind of hurt by the water here. Queen of Fire, excuse me, I would say Queen of Fire. Queen of Wands is like, seems to be a little hurt by the Queen of Cups. Maybe that's what it is. So you could be in this, like I said, with the sun and the strength. Like Aquarius, you could be in this okay, so Aquarius is opposite Leo. That's what it's confusing. Okay, so because I'm trying to do a reading for Aquarius and this Leo energy is popping in. The strong Leo energy. Like Aquarius, I don't know what's happening with you. It's like, okay, first I felt Cancer, now I'm feeling Leo. It's like they're trying to hijack your reading though. Maybe that's what this Page of Cups is about. It's like you're getting swallowed up. Okay, what is going on here? Because that was the whole shift. When I said the Queen of Wands is hurt by the Queen of Cups, it was like a big woof. And I was like, what? The Lovers. Choice. Oh. Okay, so Aquarius, you are very, very sensitive. Like the world is out here. I feel like you're seeing the world. Or like you're getting this whole like view of like the world's thoughts or something. Like, so we have your only card that popped out was the World here, right? Justice, which is a Libra card, popped out, and the Lovers, which is like a Gemini card, popped out. It's like this is the air that you're in, and it's like you're like kind of like watching the fire fight the water. It's kind of like that, like, and you're trying to put in your own particular work to do some balance. I'm getting here with this Justice card. You putting in your work for the balance because you see that these two are like battling back and forth, right? Like you want your bliss, you're not getting recognized for it, but you made a choice. Maybe in lover, maybe you made a choice in a lover, or maybe you made a choice of where you want to go or what you want to deal with. What is this here? Ten of Cups. It could be 10 of Pentacles in there as well, but it's 10 of Cups, right? Like, you know, it's you like spiritual, like utopia. Like, I feel like you're trying to make the world over, or you're trying to help like spread the truth so that you can get the world to be the way you want it to be or the way you need it to be, so you can move forward with this 3 of Wands. Like, this is giving me, okay, so I'm putting in the effort. I know who I am. I'm putting in my truth. I'm putting out my truth. I'm seeing y'all bickering bitches just fighting over bullshit. And I'm not really like, I'm trying to figure out like, how do we make y'all shut the fuck up and get along? Or how is there some balance in here? Because this, to me, I was going to say earlier that when I'm seeing this Lovers card, these two people down here are not involved. What I'm seeing is up here, at the top up here, this golden energy up at the top. This is the Aquarius up here, trying to like get y'all together, or like get these people together, or get this shit together, or like trying to work something out, like on a higher level. Like in this Age of Aquarius type thing, this is what it's giving me. Like, now again, put it for whatever placement you have. Aquarius 4. There's several different messages in here, so it could mean several, like different things for different people. But my point being is that it seems as though you're up here trying to like figure out, okay, so like I'm in the air, like, you know, these other air signs are there, right? They're other air signs, but it's like you are like up at the in the fixed sign for this world here. Like you're like, again, I had a video a while ago when I said, Aquarius, you're the pillar. It's like you're like learning what it means to be the pillar, or like you're discovering what you have to do as being the pillar, or like like you're seeing how like you fit in, I guess, between Leo and Scorpio and maybe even Taurus as well. Like you're seeing where the air fits in here on Earth. Like there's so many, like, people talk about fire and water and fire and ice or whatever and all the time back and forth. And it's like, you're like, okay, so I feel like you're like trying to figure out where you fit in. It's like, okay, so this is where I fit in at here, right? As a pillar, this is where I fit in at. I'm delivering the fucking truth to people. I'm trying to help people get their downloads. I'm trying to help people get their balance out. But I keep seeing all this bullshit with this Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups, like kind of going back and forth a little bit with this Nine of Wands in the middle of it, like kind of hurting each other a little bit. And you're like, okay, so I'm trying to lead y'all to utopia with this 10 of Cups. I'm trying to lead y'all here so we can all get together, but y'all making it real, real hard. I need y'all to just stop fucking fighting over some petty ass bullshit and realize what the truth is so we can all move on here. That's kind of what I'm feeling from you. So we got 4 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. So this is like, I feel like this is refusing to work on something that's not balanced, or with someone who's not balanced. It's like, okay, so I'm not trying to deal with none of this shit until this shit gets balanced. With this Justice card here, like, This is that, like, okay, so you see this kind of battle over here kind of happening, and you're like, I'm not really trying to deal with it until I'm not trying to like deal with either one of these people, because air technically it is for like air and fire will gas fire up and make fire really really big. So people will want that, like to have that conversation, like have that kind of conversation to get that truth. Either way, they want that truth, right? If you're talking about like fire and ice, like ice, the water, of course, if you freeze it, how do you freeze it? Usually by blowing a cold air on it. Cold air, brisk wind, icy wind, like it will help like freeze things up. Or the temperature of the air can change it between being just like rain to being like hail to being snow. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like how your temperament, it will change like some different things, and it's two different, like I don't know how to put it. Like, you know, people say like you're hot and you're cold, or like somebody will be like, oh well, you're being really frosty right now or something. Yeah, okay, we got 9 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. Yeah, the water is concerned about how it's being presented. I feel like you were Aquarius, you're a water bearer, right? So this is what kind of what I mean by like the temperature of the water. You're the water bearer. So if you're bearing water, like whatever the temperature you're kind of in or the temperament you're in is how it's going to kind of come out. Like this acid rain, that's a thing. You know what I mean? So you kind of like, as far as like expressing this, 9 of Cups and 6 of Wands, it's like, how you putting this together? You know, like how are we doing this here? Because you got to like get people to like express themselves, but you also are like trying to save people's reputation as well. Like you want people to like emotionally like bear their soul, but like in a balanced way. So it's like, how can we like? It's like I feel like you're trying to like figure out how to do things safely, or like how do you put this? Like how to do something safely, or how to do something on like on a level that's different. We have 2 of Swords in the reverse, not being blind. We have the Star card here. I feel like you've made decisions, or you're making decisions, but you maybe you're in this healing energy. This is your energy, the Star energy, but you're in this healing energy, but you're having like making constant decisions. I'm getting like you're constantly making decisions. Yeah. 5 of Wands and the Tower. So you may be like constantly trying to make a decision on where to throw the tower at to get some truth. What do people with these downloads? And like sometimes it's like, should I throw them like something gentle, or throw them something like a hard, rough thing to like rough it up? Like I feel like you're trying to like figure out how to best like do this. This is what it's giving me. Like how do I best survive here? How do I best make this shit work out? How do I best like get on my spiritual journey, do my spiritual work of like really trying to like, you know, be the new age, like run the new age, things like that. Like trying to like, how do I best like get these people onto a different plane? Like they're so stuck, you know, like Aquarius is a fixed, like these are all fixed signs, right? Like they're all like have like a fixed duty or a fixed job to do in general. So it's like you're trying to like figure out how to do yours in your own way, because that's like a whole thing for Aquarius, is to do everything like their unique way. But I feel like you're trying to like do it your way, and you're like, okay, so, and you're like, you may be testing people, but I feel like you're also kind of testing yourself. Like, okay, if I do this, then what happens? Is this work best for me? Does that work best for me? Like, is there going to be drama here? Is there not? Like, I don't really feel like you want to deal with drama either, but it's like around you. So you're like, well, the fuck? How do I get away from this? But I still have to like deal with it. That's like, let me get one more card before I get to the self-care. Okay, so we have the Hermit. Yes, this is you hiding. Three of Pentacles. I feel like this is okay. So this is I feel like this is you hiding. You're like researching, but also it's like you're trying to like be sneaky. I really feel like you're trying to be sneaky in a way, because I feel like you're trying to like sneak and do this work with this Three of Pentacles, because you really in the Seven of Wands here. It's like, okay, so let me just kind of slide in real fast and do this little thing, and then slide back out, or let me just come in like drop this little mini bomb of truth over here and kind of duck out and see what happens. Like it's kind of breadcrumbing with the Six of Pentacles. It's kind of breadcrumbing, but the thing about it is, I feel like you're looking like, how are they going to react? You know, with this Hermit, it's supposed to carry the star, right? You over here in the star energy. So I feel like you're kind of hiding, because it's like you're like, if I show myself, then what happens? Like, are these people gonna? Is it gonna be a bigger fight? Is it gonna be a bigger problem? Is it not? What's going? Like, you're just like on the sidelines, kind of watching, but at the same time, you're supposed to like. You're also supposed to be like on the court, but like at the same time, you're like on the sidelines, trying to be like, okay, so how do you do this? Okay, so I'm not a huge video game person, but I do, um, play video games. Some like I have played video games before. This is like if you're playing a fighting game and you figure out how to do like that one special move, and you know how to do that one special move, that one, like, so you do that one, but there's like a whole bunch of other moves you can do, but you know how to do that one move, so you do that one like special move really really fast, or not really really fast, but like really really often. And so like this is like, okay, so it's like you're trying to learn how to do a different move, but at the same time, as you're trying to learn how to do something new, you keep like having to like, it's like you're trying to learn it on the fly. Like you're trying to learn how to do a different move while you're fighting somebody. So at the same time, you're like have to do the same move that you already know how to do to kind of keep them at bay while you try to practice and learn how to do something else. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I'm not the best game person, but that's the best way I can like explain it. Like if you're in a fighting game, or if you're like I'm trying to figure out how the best way to say it. It's like you know how to like oh, you want to know how the best way to like promote or do something. Okay. Yeah. So you're having a hard time figuring out what's the best way to promote something, or how to like, because it's like you want to help out with something. You see this like big issue going on, but yeah, I was like, we gotta do it like a different move. We gotta learn a new tactic. This is your fixed sign stubborn thing, Aquarius. Is learning a new move, or learning a new tactic, or learning a new way of doing something. Like, like, okay, so let's say, I'm gonna go with Goku, right? Goku knows Spirit Bomb. Goku also knows Kamehameha. It's like you go to Kamehameha all the time, but you also need to learn Spirit Bomb, and you also need to learn like how to transform the Kaioken. You also need to learn how to do this and that, and like there's other things to do, but you're doing the same thing. So it's like he's like, do get you want to build strength. That may be why this Leo energy came out like this. You're trying to build strength. You are trying to gas up the fire, but also you see when it's time to like try to put it out and get like in emotional space, like bring some ice in. Like you're trying to heat some, like you can heat some up, you can cool something down. Like you're really trying to like get temperature, but like I don't know how to say this. It's like, okay, so yeah, okay, so you're trying to figure out a thing to do that. That's the whole thing. I feel like it's not hard. It will come along. Like, because we got this Three of Pentacles right here, right? So you're working with people. I do feel like you're working with people. I do feel like you're getting like a collaboration here. You're gonna get a collaboration to work with people to get some sort of understanding, understanding, overstanding of what really would be like the best way to do what you're trying to get done, or the best way to like help boost this reputation, but or help boost how things are being done. But you're like, it's just, don't be afraid to do something different with this Seven of Wands. Don't be afraid to do something different. Don't be afraid to try something different. Don't be afraid to like go for something a different kind of way. Because like I said, if you're up here, right, in this golden energy, like for the star, right, you're up here. It's a different world down here than it is up there. So if you're trying to like go off of like a higher perspective than what's down here, you're gonna need like a lower person's perspective to tell you how to like, so y'all can commingle and work together. That's what I think. This is what this Hermit is supposed to be for you. It's the Earth, right? This is the Earth sign, Virgo. This is like you getting like between the fire and the water here. You got to understand how to make it stable. Like your help, like if you pay attention to this one, like there's fire and ice over here, fire and ice for Leo and Scorpio, and it's like air and earth with Taurus. You're both like trying to do stability. So you're both like air and earth are like stability to me in different ways. But like you guys are just like trying to have to work together to do stability. You may need to like, I don't know, you may need to like work with, I know you guys are opposite Leo, the same way Scorpio is opposite Taurus. So maybe it's like you maybe you need to work with Taurus energy, or like you may, that's what, like maybe y'all two need to work together. Like if you're over here with fire and ice kind of fighting, and you see like it's like more like Leo Scorpio kind of going at it, like Aquarius Taurus, maybe you two probably need to work together more, or you need to work on, like if you have a Taurus placement somewhere, work on your Taurus placements. If you have like work on grounding yourself a little bit so you can like have like a stable view of what's going on and not just be like swept up in all the like confusion around you. So I'm gonna get a self-care card. I hope this helps. I really, really hope this helps. I really, really hope this helps. Because this is like, it's deeper, but at the same time, I don't feel like you wanna, I just feel like you having like you're really like approaching slowly. Not like, but like approaching things in like a slow, methodical way. Like you're not really trying to be like too insistent, but also at the same time, you're like, I want to be stable, and these bitches just keep going back and forth. Like, we have energy work number 22. So maybe focus on your own energy work for, take some time out. I feel like that's what you are doing with this Hermit, but I'm going to just reiterate it. Like, focus on yourself for a minute and then kind of come back when you can. Build strength, number 6. Because it feels as though it's like, okay, so when you come in, it's like, focus on learning how to do a new thing, right? And build that strength on how to do that new thing. And then when you pop back in, it'll be less hard. And if you keep going back and forth and doing that a few times, then eventually you can be able to like learn a new skill real quickly. But also you also have this whole list of stuff you can also already do, or ways you can also kind of like balance something out or change something up without it being like a big huge thing, or without it being like drama, or without it being a tower, because it doesn't always have to be a tower to get a download. Like I do feel like you want to get, like you want to send downloads or something. Like we have positive affirmations number 41. Like you want to clear the mind space. You want to clear your mind space. You want to fill your mind space up with better things. You want to have a better balanced mind of like ego and emotion. Like you want to have this better like clarity within yourself. And what it's like you're kind of battling back and forth between how to get there, but you're trying to do the same way to get there. And it's like that's not, you may have to try something different, try something new to get there. Like wherever you want to go deep inside to learn with this hermit card, or wherever you're like, however, like to get to this, it's not, it's like there's many roads to this utopia. That's the type of energy I'm feeling. It's like there's many roads to get there, and the road you're trying to maybe like get yourself there or lead someone else there, it has twists and turns, and you're not trying to twist and turn. Sex. 44. Like that may be the biggest issue, is that it's like you're not being as bendable or as flexible as you need to be, but you are being bendable and flexible, but you're not, because you need to try something new to do that a different way. Connect with fire, number 12. So like I said, gassing that up, you may need to, I don't know, maybe you're trying to, I feel like maybe you're trying to boost confidence and like sort of make someone like emotionally a little bit cold at the same time. That's two opposite ends of the temperature spectrum. So it's like you want someone to be like a little bit cold to certain people and warm to other people, or you're doing like on your inside, like you're trying to be warm to some people, cold to some people, and like you're, you know, like trying to figure out the good balance of that as well. But connect with the fire so that you can, you know, feel confident in what you're doing, right? It's the strength came out here. The sun came out here in the very beginning of your reading. It's like you need to be confident in what you're doing. Family. Number 23, be confident in your family. Like, be confident in, like, because I feel like you may be, like, the argument diffuser, in a sense. Like, I'm not, you know, like, you may be, like, the person who normally, like, diffuses the argument. Or, like I said, with the star here being the healer, like, you're the person who's, like, kind of heals the bullshit. We have read, number 42. You may need to read something to find out what this hermit card. You may need to just read something. Or like get some info. I don't want to like read something, but like may need to get some information on like how to do some different energy work things. If you want, like I have a spiritual coaching session. You can book that real fast. You know, links in the description box below for that spiritual coaching with the Living Shadow. Book those if you want to do like some things, or like we got to figure out some different things. You know, I don't know what you know. We figure out from there, kind of go from there type thing. Like shadow coaching sessions, yeah, get that. Maybe you have some shadow side things that are popping up as well, that it can kind of like help you see what you're not seeing in like the dark areas. It's like sometimes the star, you're supposed to be the light, so you don't even see, you know what I mean? Like if you're the light yourself, the same way how like if I'm in this body, I don't see myself if I'm not looking like in a mirror, in a camera or something. It's that. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. Thank you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. You have a beautiful, blessed day. And remember, we are the Assassination. Bye.